buy this? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Should I Buy It? Got Rachel along with me today.
What up?
And we have a 2016 Ford Focus RS. This is the RS.2, so it has the upgraded accessories such as the Recaro seats, etc. I have no familiarity or knowledge, much I should say, when it comes to Fords. This is new for me. You guys know me as a Chevy girl, so this will be very interesting to see.
Let's go.
Any preconceived notions for you?
I'm excited. I'm in the same boat. I've heard they're really fun to drive.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool, let's do a quick walk around the car, slap some B-roll, and head out. So, 19-inch wheels on Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. Beautiful blue.
Nitrous blue.
Nitrous blue. Rachel asked for the name because she liked the color. Rally Armor mud flaps. The calipers are even painted blue to match. Very nice. This is Eric's car. I'll put his Instagram right here. Be sure you guys check him out if you want to see some more RS content. So without further ado, let's hop to some B-roll. If you guys like that B-roll sequence, we are going to drive this beautiful RS and decide whether or not I should buy it or build it. I think one comes before the other regardless. Alright, we're about to take off. Quick things down this car real quick. I meant to do it for the B-roll, slipped my mind. For the most part, this car is stock aside from an aftermarket blow-off valve and aero. So this should be fun. It sounds great. I'm not gonna lie, I pulled up and like revved it a little, I just like smiled.
Wow.
I'm sorry for dumping your clutch.
Nah.
You're really going to feel the road, and I shit you not, you feel every little bump in the road. Honestly, to the point where I might turn off track mode. Track mode makes a little bit more front wheel drive bias. I think I like rear wheel drive bias, but I'm scared to turn it to AKA drift mode because I don't know what that means.
You're gonna fly off.
I mentioned rear wheel drive bias, but he mentioned it's super easy to get sideways if you run that drive mode on the car. I'm gonna try another drive mode. I'm gonna pull off and stop for a second to see if I like that. You guys know me, I'm a Chevy girl. And believe it or not, Eric, the owner of this car, actually had a C5 Corvette and then ended up getting this RS. And he said he loves it. He said it was probably the best decision he's ever made.
Wow.
Definitely offended a few, including myself. But I could see the appeal. I think I'm a true and true Chevy girl. The car, again, for the most part is stock. I feel like if this car had a tune and maybe a bigger turbo and was putting down a bit more power, it's like 350 right now. I think right now you can get this 2016 for about 30, 33. I think for that price, I feel like there's just so many other cars you could get. You go get an E36, you know, and that would handle great. I feel bad because I do know how much people love these cars, but personally, I don't think it's for me. Again, I like LS ones and fast NA power. Really, I think it comes down to naturally aspirated. If you guys think about it, the 997, the R8, handling aside, I think I just don't like turboed cars. It is a fun car. I feel like in drift mode, that's where it would really shine. I'm not a huge front wheel drive person either, and that's why I pulled off to switch to the drive mode. So let's see. Drive mode, track use, let's go to sport mode. I imagine sport mode over track, the traction control was turned back on and the damping on suspension is a little softer. I guess. Don't take me to court. It definitely, like, at 5K, like, it redlines at 6.5K, goes to 8K. Really don't feel the boost, like, really kick in until about 5K. So I feel like that's something a tune would make a huge difference on. But if you guys remember, when I drove the Type R, that was something that Steven was telling me, was that he's like, before the tune, I didn't care for first and second gear. I mean, I feel like these Canyons are really a second, third gear type of mountain range. I love the sound of the blow-off, though.
I do like that.
I love the exhaust. Look how it pops. It kind of spits a little bit. The blow-off is great.
The what?
See the blow-off valve?
Oh.
Yeah.
It sounds like a sneeze. Ready to go again.
Oh, and the popcorn, too.
Oh, popcorn? Yeah.
You know what? At the end of the day, I think I just want this car to be faster.
I can see that, yeah.
I think that's all my issues with it. I feel like I like sport mode a lot better than I like track mode. This handles actually very nicely.
It feels good.
Yeah. I'm very wishy-washy with my decision on this car. Personally, I don't think I would buy it. I do feel like this would be a fun build. If I were to build this, I'd swap an LS in this just to piss some people off. And because overall, I feel like it would be a better motor than this. What is it, a 2.3 liter four-cylinder? Well, let's be honest.
Wasn't there a recall?
There was.
Really?
There was a recall.
Okay.
On the RSs, there was a recall because in the first couple thousand RSs that went out, there were head gasket issues. And instead of just replacing the head gasket, they were just replacing the engines on them. So it's not all of them, but there was definitely a recall for the head gasket on these.
Sketch.
A little skirt, the tires broke loose.
I heard that.
I feel like it's higher than I want it to sit, but it hasn't given me any reason not to trust it yet. I'm starting to like this. It's like a guy, like a good guy. You meet a guy and you're like, you know, maybe he's not the most attractive, but I get to know his personality and I kind of like. Yeah, I've had a smile now this whole time. Definitely notice AC being on or off. Some cars you notice, sometimes some cars you don't. Let's be real. Honestly, a little bit more power, and honestly, some aftermarket coils, which we need to remember. When we drove the Subaru, there's aftermarket coilovers. Most everything that we have driven has had aftermarket coilovers. This is a stock suspension Ford. Aftermarket coilovers will make a huge difference in the handling, which goes a long way to say because the handling on this is great. It's incredible. I just personally wish there was more power. Should I buy this? I feel like this is a decent buy. I truly do. I feel like this is a decent buy. I personally will not. I have different goals with my cars.
No.
I'm indifferent. I really am. I think before I make a decision on an RS, I want to drive it modded. I want to drive one that's not stock before I make a decision on it.
Right.
There is potential. But that's the whole point of this, is there potential in the build.
True.
Yeah. Should I buy it? Because there's potential in this.
So, how many giggles? I think I giggled a few times.
I giggled a couple times. Alright, you guys, this is a closeout. Overall, the car handles very well. This would be a very fun track car. Lots of potential to build. I'm just not a Ford girl. I'm a Chevy girl. but I would say this is a great buy for anyone who wants a great handling track car with potential to build. Sincerely, again, you know, the Type R and the Subaru, which this would be exactly comparable to with price range and the size of the engine. I felt like this handled better on stock suspension than the other two cars did with aftermarket coilovers. So I truly believe that there is a lot of build opportunity with this car. This was a very fun car. I thought it handled very well. And thank you, Eric, for letting us drive this as one of the Should I Buy It's. I definitely have a whole new respect for these. If you guys had the opportunity to buy a Type R, an STI, or a Focus RS, comment below. I just want to know which you guys would prefer. With that being said, thank you again, Eric. His information will be in the description below. And I would love to see this with some not so grippy Michelin tires on this, because I feel like this would be a lot of fun to drift to get sideways, but isn't everything. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye! And for the bye!
Bye! That was good!